Hey, good morning, good afternoon, some, good evening, especially those who are probably watching this on recording late at night. Thank you for joining our session today. Just like we're continuing with this whole week, a focus again on PSA and PSA policies. I want to turn this over to Akhilesh, who's our product owner, product manager for everything related to the RMM and PSA syncs. Akhilesh, take it away, please.
Yeah, thank you, Jason. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome everyone to our Mastering RMM series. So, in this series, we are talking about various aspects, features, and function of our RMM product. So, talking about myself, I am Akhilesh Poddar, product owner for the PSA integration team here. In this week, we are going to talk about the PSA integrations. Yesterday also, we had a session regarding PSA integration where we talked about the ongoing maintenance tips which are required for PSA integrations. Previous to that, we had two sessions around PSA integrations where we talked about how to map PSA integrations efficiently and how to self troubleshoot the PSA integrations sync issues, and what are the best practices around using the PSA integrations. So today's topic is new PSA policies, frequently asked questions. So in case you've missed the previous sessions for PSA integrations, you can anyways go to our YouTube page where the playlist is created where all the videos or sessions are present. So let's get started with today's session. So this particular session will cater to the audience who are using ConnectWise PSA or Autotask PSA along with our ConnectWise RMM. So the users who are using both the PSAs might be aware that you are currently able to see the toggle option on your reporting page. So this particular toggle option is we have introduced in last couple of months. So this particular, with the help of this particular toggle options, you will be able to configure your PSA integrations with policies and packages. By the way, PSA integrations can be configured under the admin tab which is present in our left navigation uh, in the AZO portal, and the toggle which is present for both ConnectWise PSA partners also, or the partners who are using Autotask PSA will also be able to see the toggle options present on their UI. So today I want to spend some time about why policies and packages are important. So this particular screenshot is for partners who are using ConnectWise PSA. So if you traverse to the policies page, you will be able to see category as site, and under that particular category you will be able to see ConnectWise PSA integrations as a type or Autotask PSA integrations as a type. So in case you have enabled the toggle, you will be able to see this particular option on the policies page. After selecting the PSA integration in the type, you will be able to configure your ticket related asset billing and contact related configurations via policies and packages, and those particular settings will not be available on the PSA integrations wizard which we have for configuring PSA integrations. On that particular page, you will just have to enter your keys and authorize, do the site mapping, and rest of the settings regarding PSA entities will be present on the policy sections. So why policies is important? In the older way of configuring PSA, which is via our wizard options. So under that options, if you configure all the configurations regarding ticket asset billing are configured, those particular settings were applied at the highest level or the global level. So in case you have n number of companies and sites you are catering to, the PSA policies will be applied to all the companies and sites which are present on your portal. And in case you want to make some distinctions among your user type, in earlier way of configuring PSA, that particular option was not available, and that particular settings was present at the highest level. But with policies and packages, we have made this particular sync configurations more flexible, more granular, because with the with policies and packages coming into picture, you will be able to create different types of policies for different types of user that you cater to. So sometimes you want to select different types of service board for different types of partner, that you can do via creating different types of policies for those particular users. In case you want to make asset sync enable for certain type of users and do not want to sync asset attributes for certain type of user, so that particular uh, ex- uh, configuration differentiation was not available in the earlier configuration. But in case you use policies, you will be able to make that particular distinction via these particular policies and packages. Along with that, you might be able to see the contact sync option present on the UI. So these particular options earlier was present on the RMM setup page, and you had to traverse to all the site that you have created and make this option enable for every site that you have. So it was a repetitive effort that we observed that the users are making while configuring their PSA. So via this particular PSA policy, at one time you can enable contact sync or disable contact sync for multiple sites or multiple types of users that you have. So it is one of the advantages that we have provided with policies based configurations. Along with that, we have added some of the additional features for partners who are using or opting for PSA policies based configurations. One of them is block incoming uh, ticket sync. So you might be able to see, in case you have opted for PSA policy, you will be able to see this particular toggle option available in the UI. In case you turn on that particular toggle, the incoming ticket sync for you, the incoming tickets which are created in your PSA won't be coming into our system. This particular feature was not available in the earlier configurations, but with the policies based improvement, this feature is currently available for both ConnectWise PSA partners or Autotask PSA partners as well. So this is one of the features that I am talking right now that we have added in this particular new improvement. Second one is, if we talk about policy, uh, if we talk about the Autotask PSA partners. So in Autotask PSA partner, you might be uh, you might be observing that there are different types of custom nodes or ticket nodes that you can sync your transactions or discussions into. So in earlier configurations, only three types of node types were present for selecting or configuring. But with this particular improvement, you can create a custom node type in your Autotask PSA, and we will be pulling that particular option into policies. So in case you want to interact among the tickets, you can select that particular node type, and you will be able to make the discussion under that particular node type as well. So these particular options earlier was not available in the earlier way of configuring PSA. So this is one of the advantages I talked for Autotask PSA as well. There are more uh, advantages that are present in the policies based configurations. So sometimes uh, partner has or users who are using or configuring PSAs has certain questions. For addressing those questions, we have created a FAQ document which is present for both ConnectWise and Autotask partner as well. So that particular FAQ document is very thorough and has covered lot of queries that we observe or had uh, thought through. So I want to talk about or spend some time on some of the most asked questions from that FAQ document. So sometimes user may ask what is changing. So we have added an toggle option on the UI So by enabling that particular toggle, you will be able to configure your PSAs more granularly and more flexibly to cater to your different types of users. Second questions, do I need to change this right away? Yes, we recommend you to opt for policies in case you want to use the improvements that we released with the policies based configurations. Then how does this particular change affect me? So earlier I talked about that with older way of configuring PSA, you were able to uh, configure all these settings for PSA sync entities at the highest level. But with policies and packages, you will be able to create more granular way of different types of settings for PSA partners, for PSA end users or users. Next one, if you are an existing partner, do I need to change anything? In case you are an existing partner and if you want to use policies for configuring PSA, you will have to do 3 steps. First step here will be toggle on or turn on that particular toggle option present in the UI. Second step here will be to create a policy with all the expected configurations or settings that you want to set for your users. And third one is to include that particular policy in the packages, so that whenever that particular package is applied to the different site, the PSA settings will automatically get applied to the respective site. Next question, will the new PSA policies to be added in the default package? So we will not be adding PSA policies in your default package. The inclusion or association of any policy with default package will be decided by you. If you want to uh, add the PSA policy, you will first have to create one, and then you will be able to yourself add that particular policy in the default package. Other questions that sometimes partners or user ask is, what step do I need to take when a new site is created? So you might want to refer our yesterday's session where I talked about the ongoing maintenance tips. In case you have missed that particular session, you can anyways watch that. But in case you have created a new company or site, you have to first step will be to make site mapping or company mapping between RMM and PSA. And then if you want to make configurations, or if you have already enabled that toggle for configuring PSA via policies, you will have to you should create a default package, so that the policy PSA policy settings will get applied to the new site which is created. Or you can create anyway always create a new policy and apply that particular package to the respective new site created. So I had made some changes to PSA configuration policy. So how long until those changes will take effect? So as soon as you make changes to your PSA policies, it will immediately get applied to respective sync entities. So in case you made some changes in the ticket sync configuration, that particular settings will get applied effective immediately. So you will be able to observe changes in the sync mechanism based on the configurations that you make. So these are some of the questions that we thought that we should talk about, because those were the frequent most asked questions. But in case you want to go through the FAQ, you can always go through the links that we have provided in the PPT in the deck. Yeah, so that is it from the delivery standpoint. Please, in case you have any questions, let me know. And tomorrow also we will be having an session or webinar regarding PSA integrations, so do follow that. You can write your questions in the comments also, in case of any questions or queries you have regarding PSA integrations.